My Wish Come True, My Make-A-Wish Story, a short memoir by Lincoln Humphries. This book is for everyone who has walked with me through the hard days and celebrated the good ones. For my mom, who never stopped believing, advocating, or showing up, even when it was exhausting. For my granddadder, who was always right there beside me, making every moment better just by being there. For my sister, Lyric, for sharing this experience with me and being part of the memories. For Aunt Erin, my kidney donor, whose gift gave me the chance to live moments like this. Thank you to my doctors, nurses, and medical team for taking care of me and helping me through my health journey. Your dedication and kindness mean more than words can explain. A special thank you to Make-A-Wish for giving me an experience I will never forget. You brought a dream to life and created memories that will stay with me forever. Thank you to Luke Bryan for being part of such a meaningful moment in my life. Meeting you was something I will always remember. Thank you to everyone who follows my journey on social media, supports my content, watches my videos, listens to my podcast, and believes in what I create through Linkstrong Studios. Your encouragement inspires me to keep going. And finally, thank you to anyone reading this book. Your time and support mean more than you know. This story is not just mine. It belongs to everyone who helped make it possible. This is one chapter of my life, but it's a chapter I'll carry forever. The storyteller in me. I create content to inspire people, make them laugh, and share my journey with others. Through social media, Linkstrong Studios, and my podcast with my grandfather, I tell stories that bring people together. Whether it's serious moments or fun conversations, my goal is to encourage others, spread positivity, and show that every story matters. I love using my voice and creativity to make a difference and connect with people in a real way. Chapter 1. Preparing for the Wish. Make-A-Wish wasn't something brand new in my life. It had been part of the conversation for a while, especially through everything I had been going through with my kidney journey. It wasn't something I thought about every day, but it was always there in the background, a quiet possibility. Then one day it became real. Two ladies from Make-A-Wish, Georgia came to our home to meet me and my family. They took their time and truly wanted to know me. Not just my medical story, but me. They asked what I liked. They asked what made me happy. They asked what I dreamed about. There were many amazing options, but one answer stood out immediately. Meeting Luke Bryan. I had been a fan of his music for a long time. His songs were upbeat, familiar, and always made me feel good. The idea of meeting him felt unreal but also right. That was the moment everything changed. Chapter 2. Sharing the news. Once I knew my wish was becoming real, I couldn't keep it to myself. I had to tell people. I had to share it with everyone who had been part of my journey and cheering me on. So I went straight to Facebook. My fingers were shaking as I typed because I was so excited. I wrote, "Hey everyone, I wanted to get on here and share something that I am so excited about. A little while back, I told y'all about Make-A-Wish and how we were hoping to get my wish granted. Well, it's happening. Next week, me, my mom, my granddadder, and my sister are headed to Savannah, Georgia for a very special reason. I'm going to my very first concert, and it's none other than Luke Bryan. This is a dream come true, and I can't wait to take you all along for the ride." I remember reading every single comment, smiling so big my cheeks hurt. It wasn't just the excitement of meeting Luke Bryan. It was the feeling that so many people cared about me and my story. That really made this wish feel even bigger than I had imagined. I also started imagining what it would feel like when I got to Savannah, walking into the concert, seeing the lights, hearing the music, and finally meeting Luke. After a few hours, I realized something else. Sharing the news made it real. This wasn't just a wish floating around in my mind anymore. It was happening, and I couldn't wait to experience every single second of it, and bring everyone along with me through videos, posts, and stories. That day, I learned something important. Excitement is better when it's shared. And seeing all the support from friends, family, my anticipation started to grow even more. I couldn't stop smiling, thinking about the adventure ahead, and counting down the days until Savannah. Officially a wish kid. When the Make-A-Wish lady returned to our home, everything became official. My wish was coming true. I was officially a Make-A-Wish kid. She gave us all the details, and we were finally ready to go to Savannah. On June 6, 2025, I made my concert sign with help from my mom. I wished for Luke, a kidney kid 123. Holding that sign felt like holding proof that dreams really do happen. On June 10, 2025, we hit the road early. Me, my mom, my sister, and my granddadder. Savannah welcomed us with beautiful views, River Street energy, and a hotel balcony overlooking the lobby of the inside of the hotel. That first night, everything felt calm and right. The next day was full of walking, trolleys, history, shopping, and heat, which the heat part I do not like very much. Between the sun, bugs, and walking, it got tough for me. Grandadder and I rested while Mom and Lyric went on a ghost trolley tour. I skipped that part. I don't like scary stuff. Even with the challenges, it was still a great day, because I knew what was coming. Chapter 4, The Best Day Ever. Concert day arrived. We explored Savannah one last time, then headed back to get ready. Make-A-Wish shirts on, bags packed, excitement and nerves mixed together. We met our Make-A-Wish host, Helen, and then went to the concert venue. That was when it really started to feel unreal. When we arrived at the venue, one of the first things we did was buy merch. We bought merch for me, my granddadder, my mom, and my sister. We were excited and didn't think twice about it. It was part of the experience. Later, when we were taken backstage into Luke Bryan's dressing room, we already had all of that merch with us. Waiting for him to enter the room, as Luke was signing everything, he looked over at my mom and asked, "You didn't buy that, did you?" My mom said, "Yes." Luke paused, then looked over at his stage manager, Michael, and said, "Get them whatever merch they want." Fresh out of the truck. We thanked him so much. Then the rest of the moment unfolded. We talked for about 20 minutes. I told him about my kidney journey and my life. He signed my cowboy hat and my sign. We took pictures. I nervously asked if he could make a video for my YouTube channel. He said yes. Then I asked if he could make one for my kidney donor, Aunt Erin. He said yes again. That moment meant more than I can explain. After Luke left the room, I stood there quietly. OMG, I just met Luke Bryan. We went back to our seats and enjoyed the rest of the concert. Afterward, I couldn't stop smiling. I shared everything online. I sent Aunt Erin the video and texted her in all caps. OMG, Luke Bryan sent you a video. She had texted me earlier that morning, cheering me on and hoping I'd get an autograph. That day was the best day ever. This wasn't just about meeting a country music star. It was about joy. It was about hope. For one unforgettable moment, life wasn't about challenges. It was about dreams coming true. And that's something I'll always carry with me. Meeting Luke Bryan was a moment I'll never forget. But it wasn't the end of my story. It was a reminder that even after hard seasons, something good can still be waiting. A reminder that joy can exist alongside struggle. A reminder that dreams don't disappear just because life gets complicated. This wish showed me that my journey isn't only about where I've been. It's about where I'm going. I don't know exactly what the future holds, but I do know this. I want to keep telling stories. I want to keep creating. I want to keep sharing moments that bring hope, happiness, and encouragement to others, especially kids who are going through tough things like I have. If someone reading this ever feels stuck, scared, or unsure of what comes next, I hope my story reminds them that something incredible could still be ahead. Sometimes it starts with a wish. Sometimes it starts with believing. And sometimes it starts with people who care enough to help make it happen. This chapter of my life will always matter to me. Not because I met a celebrity, but because it reminded me who I am. A dreamer, a survivor, and someone who will always believe in what's possible. Chapter 5. Sharing the photos. One of my favorite parts was sharing the pictures. Friends, family, and supporters wanted to see everything. Every time I showed someone a photo of me with Luke Bryan, I found myself smiling all over again. The pictures weren't just images. They were proof that dreams can come true. The videos Luke made meant the world to me, especially the one for Aunt Erin. Knowing that he took the time to do something personal for me, and for Aunt Erin made the moment even more meaningful. Every time I watch those videos, I remember exactly how I felt standing in that room. The videos Luke made meant the world to me, especially the one for Aunt Erin. Knowing that he took the time to do something personal for me, and for Aunt Erin made the moment even more meaningful. Every time I watch those videos, I remember exactly how I felt standing in that room. Chapter 6. Sharing my story. From the very beginning, my journey wasn't something that stayed private. Through my medical challenges, hospital visits, and everything I've gone through with my kidney journey, my life has been something that people have followed, supported, and prayed for. My mom made sure that updates were shared so people could understand what I was going through, and over time that turned into something bigger than just updates. It became a story that people connected with. So when I came home from my Make-A-Wish, it didn't feel like I was starting to share my story for the first time. It felt like I was continuing it. Thank you for reading and being part of my story. Your support means everything and helps me continue creating, sharing, and inspiring through my journey. If you enjoyed this book, follow me on social media to stay connected and keep up with my latest content, films, and updates from Linkstrong Studios, the Front Porch Podcast with Lincoln and Grandadder, and at KidneyKid123. This is just the beginning. There is so much more to come.